Hello my real estate people, it is your realtor gal here. Today I want to speak to Webb Bayview in Parrish, Florida. I want to talk about how they're doing their home site releases and kind of their process on how to obtain a home site, and then their building process and what to expect. If you've been kind of browsing around and looking into new construction, you know that every single builder is doing something completely different than the other one. So some are releasing home sites, inventory homes, spec homes, designed by you name it, they're doing it, and they're changing it on a week, every week, it seems like bi-weekly. Pulte Homes actually has been doing a very good job, and they're kind of keeping it pretty streamlined and consistent. And this would apply to Webb's statewide, I would imagine, maybe even nationwide, how they're doing their process and home site releases. So maybe you are looking in Lakewood Ranch or Orlando, this video might be relevant to you, but I am specifically talking about Parrish today. What they're doing is 2 to 3 home site releases per month, and I don't mean just 2 to 3 actual lots. They're doing rounds of releases, so they'll have a certain number of scenic series, a certain number of distinctive, a certain number of echelon, a certain number of villas that are being released for their rounds of release. So actually they just released today, it's January 17th. That will end January 18th at midnight, so Tuesday at midnight. And they are coming down to their final phase of phase 1. So there's actually only 7 homes or lots that are available. There are 2 scenic, which is 357 and 358, and 5 distinctive, 375, 402, 403, 404, and 419. Again, they're coming down to their final home sites available, so this one's a little bit slim. I imagine for their second phase, they'll go back to, maybe 10, 12 home sites per release, unless they start getting bogged down with construction. So just note that, because I know a lot of these builders, they're releasing 2 home sites, and people are like vultures. You have like 10,000 people bidding on these 2 home sites, and the process is all chaotic, and no one can keep up, no one can keep track. And so Pulte Homes actually has been doing a very good job at this, and I can attest to this. I've gotten 2 buyers, thankfully, help 2 buyers win a bid and get under contract and to start their build in Webb. So they've done a good job, and the sales reps are really great there and everything. So they seem to be on top of it. So with this release, what happens after they do a round of release, they open it up for pretty much 48 hours, and it's a digital brochure. So you get sent a link, you click on the link, it brings you to a digital brochure, and they'll have the whole list. So whatever home sites are available, they have a list, and you can click the home site of your choosing. It will bring you to a little pamphlet, and it will show you photos. It will give you a description of the home site. So if it's on a pond, or if it's a corner lot, or if it's on a preserve, it will kind of give you a description of that, and then it will have photos. Now I will say, the photos, the angles aren't that great. Honestly, they kind of all look the same because it's just flat land. If you are in Florida, and if you are going to bid on a home site, please, please, please make the drive and walk the home site yourself. If you're out of state, or maybe you are too far away in Florida and you're trying to come down, give me a call, or give a real estate agent a call to walk the home site for you. I video it. I will walk the home site and video it. If you want my opinion on it or not, I probably tell you. There was one that I was walking a couple weeks ago, and the photos were awesome. The photos were great. And you go to walk the home site, and there's a big electrical box in the back you couldn't see. And these buyers were out of state, so that would stink to purchase a home site and build a $600,000 home, and then you weren't aware, and you go out your back one eye and that's what you see. So it's very important. If you can walk the home site yourself, please do. If you can't, give me a call. I would be thrilled to video it for you, send you some videos, and give you my opinion if you want it. So with that being said, you see the photos, you see the description, you're like, yeah, I walked the home site, yeah, this is the one I want. You click submit my offer now. So you click submit my offer now, and it brings you to a form. So you fill out a form. Again, you are bidding on these home sites, so you can choose up to 3. So say you choose 3, you put, this one's my first choice, this one is my second choice, and this one is my third choice. I don't want to turn anybody off, but there are going to be dozens of people bidding on each of these home sites. And they're not going they're going significantly higher than what is being advertised for their pricing. So say one of the distinctive lots is $47,000. It's not going for $47,000. You're bidding on it, and it's like highest and best. Another thing they're considering is your escrow amount. So when you're filling in this form, you're going to have to put in, what lot, first, second, third, and then you're going to put in how much you're putting down in escrow. The escrow, they have minimums. So if it's a cash deal, they have a certain minimum that you have to put in escrow. If it's a conventional, certain minimum. FHA, VA, certain minimum. Here's the kicker though. So say you are bidding, you're neck and neck with someone else that's bidding on, let's just say 357 and it's the same amount. They're going to pick between the two, they're going to pick whoever has more in escrow. So say it is an FHA or VA loan and you're going against someone with a conventional loan. Well, that person that had the conventional loan, their minimum escrow amount is actually more than your minimum escrow amount. So I do suggest that, kind of match or kind of go a little bit more in your escrow, just if you can, go a little bit more in their escrow, because that kind of does kind of make a difference a little bit on which offer they go with. So with that being said, they have you fill out, are you doing cash, are you doing conventional, are you doing FHA, are you doing a VA loan? They will ask you, how much money do you expect to do in upgrades? So say you think you're going to do, typically it's 10%. They say 10% of the purchase price. That's about how much you're going to do in upgrades. And that's personal preference, how much you do. So some people don't hardly do any of that. Some people go above and beyond. They do every single upgrade available. So that's just personal preference. So with that, you'll put, okay, I'm going to spend maybe $100,000 in upgrades. You'll put that there. And they'll ask you some more information, your phone number, if you're working with a realtor, and then you fill out the form. Their easy offer process goes for 48 hours, so it closes at midnight. So just for an example, today's the 17th, it'll close the 18th at midnight, and typically within 2 days, the people that are choosing, they will let you know, okay, your offer was accepted or your offer was declined. And if your offer was accepted, hooray, you did it, congratulations. You have to hurry up and tell them all the structural changes that you want before you sign a contract, and they want that the next day after telling you that yes, you won your bid. And with that, then you have to deposit your escrow basically right away with signing the contract. So just note that. So, yeah, oh yay, you won the bid. You don't have for 2 weeks to decide what you want for your structural upgrades. You have to choose your structural upgrades and then sign. And then after that, you sign, you deposit your escrow, and then after that, you'll start about 10 weeks. Design consultant will contact you, and then you can pick all your interior finishes and all those types of things, and then those upgrades. But the structural upgrades, you have to decide like right then and there what you're doing, so they can put it into the contract. You can sign the contract, and then that actually makes it a lot better, because then they can order everything and get moving. Because I live down the street, so I pass Del Webb every day on Maximalo, and they are popping up really, really quick. And I think that really helps them, that as soon as you're under contract, they can order everything and they can start moving on it. They're saying their build time is 8 to 10 months. I would imagine it's more like 10, maybe a little bit longer. But they are saying 8 to 10 months. And I would imagine that just depends on also the size of the home. So if it's between a scenic and maybe an echelon, I think probably the echelon home might take a little bit longer just because it's larger. So that might make a difference for build times. There are a few things that they're not offering right now. Material shortage wise, they are not offering impact glass as a upgrade. So just if that was really, really important to you, just please note that. I know it's important to a lot of buyers, especially out of state. But the impact glass is not offered right now as an upgrade. You will be provided shutters and the metal shutters, aluminum shutters that go on the windows and doors. So you will be provided those. That's just a standard in Florida for new construction. But I just wanted to point that out really quick, because I know it's very important to some people. And there's a couple other things that they, couple little quirky things that maybe they're not offering as upgrades. And there's a clause in the contract, if they can't obtain something that you had picked out, they will, find something comparable to substitute it with and things of that nature. I think they're pretty good about, letting you know. So say you picked out a certain tile and, they can't get their hands on that tile and they're going to use this tile. They're going to let you know. They're not going to just put it in there, I don't believe. But that's kind of what they're doing and how they're doing it, what their process is looking like. And their build times, I think, are pretty pretty good compared to some of these other builders that are happening around the area right now. So again, they're almost out of phase 1. They will be releasing phase 2 here. I would imagine in February they'll start releasing phase 2. Now their prices are increasing. Everyone's are. I think they were telling me that they were trying to keep it under $5,000 per release per home. So phase 2 probably will be a little bit more expensive than phase 1, but I think that's with every community and every builder. So if I can give you any information for this release, if you want to be registered, you want that easy offer link, please let me know. I would be more than happy and thrilled for the opportunity to register you. Go walk a lot, video the home sites, you know, video the community. Any questions you may have as far as CDD fees, HOA fees, the amenity centers, anything Parrish related, please let me know. I would be thrilled for the opportunity to give you any information in regards to Webb Bayview or any other builder in Parrish or, you know, Lakewood Ranch, anywhere. I work everywhere. So let me know if I can help, and I hope this video was at least a little bit helpful. Take care.